It's 10:30 on Thursday, June 22nd, 2023. Either yesterday or today, either yesterday or today was solstice. The cows are in the 6th cell of this 6th section. Tomorrow morning I plan on moving them to the back 20 for a week or so. And then need to separate the sheep out tonight somehow. My daughter has some ideas on how to do it. The sheep like my daughter more than they like me. One of the suggestions she had was don't set up the net because they see the net and they don't like it. And that's a good point. So we'll try to separate out the sheep tonight. I also got the dog feeder. This is where the dogs used to be. You can see the grass is quite a bit different here. I think the dogs were here for about 2 weeks, maybe a little longer. But you can see how it just grows back quickly. Oh look, she's eating the grass. Yeah, the sheep were in here with the dogs at first, just this sheep and her lamb, as I couldn't get the other one. But right now the dogs would rather hang out at the pond than stay with the sheep, so there's not much I can do. Anyway, yeah, this is it's a hot day right now. It's probably 80 something degrees, 84 maybe. There's a nice breeze blowing from the east. You're probably picking it up on the camera. It's probably not too bad. But we're, I guess, officially in summer now. So this is the first day of summer. And for us, the summer weather really starts in mid-May. Sometimes April. We get an early summer. Last year we got an early summer. We didn't have a very long spring growing season. The summer season lasts through September all the way into October. So we have 4 months of hard summer. Summer's my wife keeps asking when the monsoon season is around here. She's from Korea, and so she's used to countries having a time of year where it just rains. For those of you who've never experienced monsoon, it rains a lot. It's hot, it's muggy, and it just pours rain. And I'm not entirely certain what causes that, but I know it happens in Asia, East Asia, India, and that whole part of the world. I think the Himalayas have something to do with it. I'm not exactly sure. I checked the rain record of this area, and it's like a random just noise. There's no pattern. There's no month where you get more rain than the other month. It just rains. I think the reason for that is we're on the edge of the Gulf Coast and we're on the edge of the Great Plains, and there's that bubble of cold air that lives at the North Pole, and it's constantly mixing with the warm air from the Gulf Coast. And sometimes, if conditions are right, it'll dump a bunch of rain here. Other times we'll go between hot and cold weather with very little rain. So it really is random. There's no like mountains in the area except the Ozarks, but the Ozarks are so far away they really don't force the behavior. And they're not very tall mountains, so it's not like the Cascades in the Pacific Northwest that would force the rain out of the sky before it crosses the mountains. So you're pretty sure you're going to get lots of rain, or lots of rainy days at least. There is the area to the east or west of the Olympic Mountains, which, if you're not familiar with Washington State, it's that peninsula that kind of juts out to the west. The Olympic Mountains, and to the west of that, there's actual rainforests where they get as much rain as they do in the Amazon. The thing is, though, is the climate is much cooler. If you've seen the movie, and I try not to trigger any PTSD, but the movie with the sparkly vampires, I can't remember the name anymore. That was filmed in Forks, Washington, which is part of that rainforest area. So they get cloudy days basically every day. They get a little bit of rain every day, but here it's random. There's really no pattern to it. So we had a really wet June, I'd say, so far. I think our April was a little dry, if I recall correctly. May was kind of average, but so far our June is wet, and the forecast looks like it's going to warm up and dry up for the next couple weeks at least. And then we'll hit July and August, and I think July and August is pretty, like, there's not a lot of variation in those days. Hey, Blue. Hey, you want to smell my gloves? She's hoping I have food for her. She was mooing at me earlier. She wanted to smell my gloves. These gloves touch the molded dog food, so the dog food got wet, so it's molded. She's probably smelling that. But, oh my gosh, I hope they don't eat the dog food. It's molded. They'll get sick. I just dumped it out. I didn't think too much. Let me show you the molded dog food. So I've got to clean up the dog food feeder and then give the dogs dog food. Yeah, they're smelling it. I don't know if they're eating it. Hey guys, don't eat this. It's not good for you. It's not cheese. It's molded. I'm like kicking them into the holes the dog dug. I'm not sure why the dogs dug these holes. Probably because it was hot, and dogs like to dig in the ground because the ground is cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get it all in there. Probably because they were trying to get the food, but the food was molded, and so they said, let's go under the food. Maybe it's not molded there. I don't know exactly. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. It's gonna get hot. Hopefully the summer grass will take off like a rocket. Look at this stuff. Oh, she smells the sweet feed. No, it's not for you. No. I know. Hey, 20. 20 is the friendliest cow. All right, guys. I got to get out of here. I can't leave the side by side here. Have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.